Welcome back to From My Living Room to Yours. Today I've invited Jane Booth to share a few words of wisdom with you. Some of you will know Jane as one of our wonderful intercessors of prayer during worship. Others will recognize her as a choir member, and many of you will remember her as the one who provided the beautiful chalk drawings at our last two harvest parties. Today, Jane is going to tell you about how she was surprised by a kitchen magnet becoming a source of inspiration for herself. Take it away, Jane.
So, I have been through a bit of a life change recently. I'm sure we've all been through life changes with the current pandemic, but I actually retired in the middle of all this. And I retired at the end of May. And it was a planned retirement. It wasn't through any kind of layoff or anything. I've been planning it for over a year. And last year I had the opportunity to go on a paid sabbatical with my company. And one of the things that I did then was that just before I went, Leanne Elwell said to me, whatever you do, make your first answer yes. And so one of the things I've been really looking forward to in retirement was trying lots of different things, just make my first answer yes and try lots of different things. And then, of course, all the things that I was thinking of trying are just like, off the cards. I'm not going to go to the, until the gyms open up properly. I can't go to the Y and start working out. All sorts of things I'd planned that I can't do. And then I happened to find a fridge magnet. Now, I am not the sort of person to really go for all of the sort of psycho babble that you get on fridge magnets. That's just not me. It's just not me. But I happened to find this one, which really, I think, spoke to me. And it says, life isn't about waiting for the storm to pass. It's about learning how to dance in the rain. So I actually bought this and decided this applies to my retirement. I need to find a way to do all those first answer yes moments, but in a different way. So one of the things I've done is I plan to get a xylophone teacher. I want to learn to play the xylophone. And I did. I was able to find a xylophone teacher who will give me xylophone lessons online, as we're doing right now. It's not perfect, but it's a way to dance in the rain rather than wait for the storm to pass. And I think the other thing that the sabbatical taught me was that when you make your first answer yes, for me, I've always been too much of a perfectionist. I've always been too much, I'm not doing something unless I know I can do it well. I don't want to fail at something. I don't want to look a fool if it goes wrong. And I think with the make your first answer yes, this really all comes together with the xylophone lessons. I have to just jump in there. And I can tell you, if you make mistakes on a xylophone, it sounds pretty plunky and horrible. And I just have to jump in there. If I get it wrong in front of this teacher, so what? Let's just move on. And so things really for me have come together in retirement, not just to make my first answer yes, but a way to learn to dance in the rain.
Thank you, Jane. That's exactly what I needed to hear today. And what a great reminder that God works in mysterious ways, even through kitchen magnets. I hope the rest of you have enjoyed this as much as I have. Until next time, be grateful, be humble, be kind.